Yo, Falcons Nation! Drop everything right now because I've got some absolutely insane intel that's gonna blow your minds. I'm talking about something so game-changing, so revolutionary, that when you hear what went down in Studio City, California this summer, you're gonna understand why every single NFC South team should be terrified right now. Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you involves our franchise running back, a two-time All-Pro future Hall of Famer, and a secret training regimen that's about to turn our already explosive offense into an unstoppable force of nature. And trust me, when you hear the details of this month-long training camp that went down behind closed doors, you're gonna realize we're not just talking about improvement here, we're talking about evolution. But before I drop this nuclear bomb of information on you, let me ask you something. What if I told you that the difference between being good and being legendary in the NFL isn't just about talent? What if the real secret sauce that separates the elite from everyone else has nothing to do with what happens between the lines? Would you believe me? Well, buckle up, because you're about to find out exactly what I'm talking about. Fire wait! Before I reveal this game-changing secret that's about to make the Falcons unstoppable this season, if you're ready to witness history in the making, smash that subscribe button right now and ring that notification bell. Because in the next minutes, I'm dropping the bombshell that's gonna have every NFL analyst scrambling to rewrite their predictions. Don't be the fan who hears about this from someone else tomorrow. Be here when the news breaks. Hit subscribe now and let's rise up together. Picture this, our superstar running back, fresh off a season where he put up numbers that had the entire league shook. We're talking 1,887 yards from scrimmage, fourth in the entire NFL. This dude already had defensive coordinators losing sleep, already had fantasy football owners going crazy. And what does he do? Does he rest on his laurels? Does he take it easy? Hell no! Instead, he makes a phone call that's about to change the trajectory of not just his career, but our entire franchise. He reaches out to none other than the 2023 Offensive Player of the Year, the man who's redefined what it means to be a complete back in today's NFL. And when these two titans of the gridiron decided to link up for an entire month of training, something magical happened. Now, when most people think about NFL training, they picture grueling workouts, endless drills, and pushing the human body to its absolute limits, right? And yeah, that was definitely part of it. But here's where things get wild, the biggest revelation, the game-changing discovery that's gonna have our boy operating on a whole different level this season, had almost nothing to do with what happened on the field. You see, while everyone else is out there grinding themselves into dust, thinking that more reps equals more success, our guy learned something that the truly elite already know. He discovered the secret that separates the good from the great, the stars from the superstars. And when he came back from California, he brought that knowledge with him like he was carrying the damn Holy Grail. His recovery is top-notch, our star said, and folks, this ain't just some throwaway comment. This is the key to understanding why we're about to witness something special in Mercedes-Benz Stadium this year. See, while everyone else is trying to outwork each other, the real champions are out here working smarter, not just harder. We're talking about cutting-edge recovery methods that sound like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie. Pull work? That's just the beginning. Red light therapy? Child's play. These guys were using something called the stratosphere, an altitude training chamber created by a scientist named Bobby Williams that literally puts you 18,000 feet in the air while you're standing in a machine. It was like the coolest thing ever, our back said, and when a professional athlete who's seen it all says something like that, you know it's next level. But here's what really gets me fired up. This wasn't just about physical training or recovery techniques. This was about two of the best backs in the game coming together, sharing secrets, teaching each other nuanced moves that most players will never learn in their entire careers. Think about it, our guy is learning directly from a two-time All-Pro, absorbing knowledge that's been refined through years of dominating at the highest level. And it's not one-sided either. Even the veteran was picking up new tricks from our young superstar. When you've got that kind of mutual respect, that kind of knowledge exchange happening, you know something special is brewing. And yo, this isn't coming out of nowhere. Remember what our head coach Raheem Morris said last season? He literally drew up the blueprint, comparing our back to the 2023 Offensive Player of the Year, talking about that Christian McCaffrey type role. Well, guess what? The prophecy is becoming reality. Morris said our guy did even more than I even had for his expectations last year. More than expectations. And that was before this game-changing off-season training. That was before he learned the recovery secrets that are going to have him feeling 100% for every single snap. Let's talk stats for a second, because the numbers don't lie. Last season, 1,887 yards from scrimmage, 4th in the league. 1,456 rushing yards, 3rd in the NFL. 15 total touchdowns with 14 on the ground. And folks, that was just the appetizer. Now he's working on explosiveness, turning short runs into longer ones. You know what that means? Those 5-yard gains are about to become 15-yard explosions. Those 15-yarders? They're going to turn into house calls. We're not just talking about improvement, we're talking about transformation. I'm going to start doing the same thing because it's only right to want to make sure your body's at top-tier shape before you go onto the field, our star declared. And when he says top tier, he's not playing around. This is about setting a new standard, not just for himself, but for the entire organization. See, recovery isn't sexy. It doesn't make highlight reels. But it's the difference between playing 17 games at 80% and playing 17 games at 100%. It's the difference between breaking tackles in the fourth quarter and demolishing them. It's the difference between being good and being legendary. With training camp kicking off Thursday in Flowery Branch, we're about to see the results of this revolutionary approach. 11 open practices, 3 preseason games, and then boom, September 7th at Mercedes-Benz Stadium against the Buccaneers. The world is going to witness the unleashing of a player operating on a completely different frequency. And it's not just about him. When your star player comes back with this kind of knowledge, this kind of dedication to excellence, it elevates everyone around him. The entire running back room, the entire offense is about to level up. This is the kind of leadership that turns good teams into great teams, that turns playoff hopefuls into championship contenders. And speaking of elevation, let me tell you about the insane energy coming from our rookie class. Chris Lindstrom said they blew my doors off with their preparation. Caden Ellis is saying the sky is the limit for our first-round edge rusher. We're not just adding talent, we're adding hungry, prepared, explosive playmakers who are ready to contribute from day one. These rookies are walking into a locker room where the standard has been set. Where recovery is prioritized, where working smarter is valued as much as working harder, where excellence is the expectation. That's a recipe for something special, Falcons Nation. Our superstar running back said his goals for 2025 are higher than ever, and after learning what went down this offseason, I'm telling you right now, the rest of the NFL better be scared. Because when you combine elite talent with elite preparation, when you add cutting-edge recovery methods to an already explosive skill set, when you have a player who's not satisfied with being one of the best but wants to be the best, that's when magic happens. For me to give it my all, I have to be in top shape, he said. And Falcons Nation, when this man gives his all, when he's operating at 100%, when he's implementing everything he learned from training with the best in the business, we're not just gonna win games. We're gonna dominate them. The September 7th opener can't come fast enough. The Buccaneers, the Saints, the Panthers, they have no idea what's coming. This isn't just another season, this is the beginning of a new ERA in Atlanta. An era where recovery meets explosiveness, where smart training meets raw talent, where everything comes together to create something unstoppable. So buckle up, Falcons Nation. Share this with every fan you know. Because what's about to happen in Atlanta this season is going to be legendary. The secret's out, the preparation is complete, and the monster is about to be unleashed. Rise up. And remember, this is just the beginning.